Thank you, Rabbi Stein. Your vision is truly inspiring, but we know it will require challenging, time-consuming work. Yet congregations do not have to go it alone. In fact, to be most successful in engaging youth and their families, congregations can't go it alone. Avra Basov, a nifty board vice president and vision team member, identified 3 words to help us frame this conversation: people, partnerships, and pathways. Let's start with people. If we are serious about building relationships with youth and their parents, then we have got to start with the people who are on the front lines with our youth. Think for a minute. Who is the person who got you engaged? Who was there when you needed them? Behind most of us who love Jewish life are relationships with incredible youth volunteers, youth advisors, rabbis, cantors, camp counselors, and teachers. Yet many of these staff stay around only for a short time. Inevitably, after a few years, they leave to go back to school or to look for a more upwardly mobile position. Right now, in my congregation, we have an educator, Brett Lubarski, who has formed the deepest relationships with our teens and has had a huge impact on their sense of connection. I am racking my brains to figure out how to hold on to him after he graduates. We must elevate the status of youth workers by offering training, connecting them to professional networks, and establishing long-term career paths. We cannot be complacent about a system that attracts great, talented people who build relationships with our kids only to watch them leave every 2 years. So that's people, and now on to partnerships. We know that immersive experiences are among the most effective youth engagement strategies we have. Day schools, early childhood centers, camping, Israel trips. Too often, however, we see these experiences as someone else's responsibility outside the congregation instead of what they really are: opportunities for deep, transformative experiences for our youth. Imagine what it might look like if camps and synagogues collaborated to address teen leadership, spirituality, and worship. If JCC early childhood programs partnered with synagogues who don't have preschools. If day schools worked with congregations to share their expertise in faculty development. If federations who see the big picture supported all of this work. In my congregation, we're just beginning to build such partnerships. 6 years ago, only 5 TBE kids went to our URJ camps, and 2 of them were mine. At the time, the Greater Boston Federation and the Foundation for Jewish Camp were launching the One Happy Camper initiative, one-time tuition grants for first-time campers. We jumped on it. We created a plan and a strategy to increase the number of our kids going to Jewish summer camp. We took advantage of the fact that many of our staff work at Eisner and Crane Lake camps. This synergy enabled us to establish regular camp visits by staff and clergy, a broad promotional campaign, an annual Shabbat celebrating our Jewish campers, and participation in the Camp Ambassador program. And it really worked. This summer, we sent 60 kids to Eisner and Crane Lake camps. Now, with so many campers in our synagogue, we have stronger relationships, spirit-filled tefillah, and increased participation in our nifty youth group. We are now ready to think about other strategic partnerships with our local Reform Day School, our JCC, perhaps even other congregations, to expand opportunity for family and youth that will enhance our congregational community. We are learning that our greatest competition is not other Jewish institutions or programs. It's indifference. There's no limit to the variety of partnerships we can build that will strengthen our kids' Jewish lives. We are so pleased to have with us today representatives from the New York and Greater Boston Federations, BBYO, Jesna, United Synagogue, the Jim Joseph Foundation, the Charles and Lynn Schusterman Family Foundation, and the Harold Grinspoon Foundation. We look forward to continuing to learn from you and to pursue our shared goals together. Okay, so we've got people and we've got partnerships. Now, what pathways will we pave? There is no one-size-fits-all Jewish journey. There are so many points of transition in Jewish life. Transitions from experience to experience, and transitions based on age and life stage. Our research taught us that at each one of these transition points, we lose people. Think about your own pathway. When was it interrupted? When was it smooth? We need seamless, not sporadic engagement. We must help congregants connect diverse experiences and create Jewish journeys filled with joy, meaning, and relationship. We have the responsibility to help people make connections, person to person, experience to experience, community to community.